Okay.
Almost literally just this.
I am getting stream announcements going.
Oh, I went absolute ape shit at like almost 2 a.m. when Spain won finally.
Yeah, didn't that take literally forever?
It took they went to uh yeah, it was like 2 hours basically.
Damn.
Argentina was betting on going to penalties, but thankfully Spain scored on the 116th minute.
Jesus. All right. Okay, one's almost back from whatever he's doing.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I thought he stepped away. So last week we ended off on the party hearing a message from the Lord Regent of the Imperium, Rowboat Girly
Huh.
Ubogurumen.
Man.
I've only heard tales of road and gasoline.
Rodent gasoline.
Gasoline.
Rabid gorilla.
Okay. What is everyone's reactions to the announcement made by the Lord Regent of the Imperium?
I heard he's a cool guy.
Well, his stature certainly lives up to the stories, though his speechcraft leaves something to be desired. I don't know about you all, but I was not particularly inspired. I believe that is what leaders are supposed to be, yes.
It's that one of the
Robote
God Emperor's sons.
Yes, I believe Robote Grilliman.
Yeah.
That is actually how it's properly pronounced, fun fact.
Just
Oh dear. I believe we must perform the rite of percussive maintenance.
just Cassia.
I'm going to grab your head and shake it very violently until you start.
Just a moment.
By the God Emperor, stop shaking me.
Then start functioning again. This cursed mongrel. Hi.
How are you not affected by being blessed by the voice of one of his sons?
I am not particularly affected by anyone's voice. Well, except my wife. But no, I digress. I am not particularly affected. As I said, I am not inspired. And I believe the purpose of a leader is to inspire. Perhaps I am simply broken. That would explain what my Megos said. Well, before
Yeah.
Lord Captain.
fond.
Lord Captain, what does this mean?
Such fond memories.
You see Willanoka look at
Much
where
reminiscing.
the hollow
Absolutely
display
blood.
was. You see where she was looking where the hollow display was. And she kind of looks up, she just a mixture of awe and acceptance is what you can kind of see on her face before she just simply looks to you, Cassia. It means that something I have planned actually got moved up a bit.
Lord Captain, I'm sorry for trying again, but What's the plan?
Uh-huh.
Well, I was bound to
have
have to inform you all
plan.
eventually.
Oh, we
Everyone
do
to
have
the
a
attack
place.
Torum
Right?
as she gets up from her command throne and has you all come in here.
What? I see.
Technically, one of your boys is not here at the moment.
Nah, he's fine.
So we'll just do that. Miku. Miku, you're required for this.
Paying attention.
She wants you down in the Tactorum down here.
Mm-hmm.
You have a token on this map already.
I do? I didn't see it.
It's up here.
Lamau.
Oh. Oh, you're right. I see. I see. I missed
There's
that.
a wall
I
there.
Mitosis? Huh?
Mitosis.
Mitosis. You see Willanoka begin to tap at one of the cogitators before gesturing to you, Miku. Miku, would you be a dear and put in your ident codes?
Compliance.
As you put in your ident codes, Miku, there is a sudden flood of information that begins to fill the hololithic display map. From various charts, maps, different kind of indexes, and overall there is as Willanoka looks to you all. This is a plan that I've been working on for the last few years. Due to many factors outside my control when I took power, my dynasty is on the down end. I have been doing everything in my power to maintain control and make sure that it stays together. Unfortunately, that has not exactly worked its best. As she shows the considerably shrunken territory of the Hellfast dynasty.
Hmm.
From when she took tenure 10 years ago to now. Originally, it was around a few dozen worlds and various different space stations and such, and quite a few systems, to barely a handful of what it once was. As rival rogue traders, Xenos, and a few other groups, also primarily Chaos, have taken advantage of the Hellfast fleets, having been in a different part of the Imperial space during trading runs and such, when the Great Rift opened and bisected the galaxy.
Oof.
Much of the Hellfast military forces were, in fact, on that side of the breach. I have attempted to try and bolster military forces with what I could buy and what I could be able to hire. Unfortunately, it is not enough. The enemies I am against have greater supply lines. They have access to equipment far faster than I do. They have the ability to move their people far faster than I do. So I am forced to go through one of the only options available to me. As she taps on the hollow map again, and you watch as it displays a massive fleet of transport ships, a few military ships, mostly destroyers, corvettes, and a few cruisers, and at the end, what looks to be a colossal transport ship of some kind. If you guys would want, you can give me a history Imperium on it.
History
Or
Imperium.
lore Imperium, sorry. If you do not have lore Imperium, a simple intelligence check will do.
Like, Toad's like, I'm the biggest brainiac here.
Do I get any
See.
modifiers?
That's
Wait, why did I roll as Zarya?
Why do you
what?
roll on Zarya? You're supposed to roll on
But
your
I-
own.
No, I did roll on my own. Why does it say Zarya?
Why is this so
Oh my.
weird?
The difference with that is you need to click on your own token to actually roll for them. If you click on another token, it will consider that you're rolling with
Okay.
that character.
I
That's
I
why.
did roll with the same intelligence Cassia has. I think Zarya has more or something.
Yeah, no, no.
Let's see.
Well,
It,
either way,
it's
it's
only-
a little confusing.
don't worry.
Yeah, just make sure you click on your proper token when you do that next time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right,
Said
so
just intelligence.
Cassia passes, Miku fails. Artist, are you going to try?
Uh,
Are you going to attempt to identify the colossal vessel in the middle of the holographic display?
Kumst.
You, Rice.
That's not my character.
An artist. Fucking. I keep forgetting how properly I say your character's name.
Adrazel Lazakir.
Azazel.
Adrazel.
Azazel.
Adra.
Adrazel.
Adrazel.
Adrazel. Okay. I will attempt to
Lazakir.
remember it correctly. Adrazel.
The last name is a formality, yes.
Yes,
What am I
Adrazel.
rolling?
If you have,
Adrazel, like
please
that?
roll, in either roll lore Imperium or roll an intelligence check.
I'm just gonna do intelligence for no reason in particular.
All right.
39,
How many degrees of success?
which is 62. So there's one for the success. 50, 40, 30. 4.
4 degrees of success. Okay. So Cassia and Adrazel, you two are the only ones to recognize the colossal ship in the middle of the fleet. That is a colossal imperial ship known as a universal transport ship, a universe class transport ship.
Oh. That
Oh.
that is quite large.
Oh,
Uh,
Captain, I did not wish to
Oh.
be rude, but wow,
Oh my.
What is-
how do you have one of these?
That
for
is.
reference for everyone, if you look in OC, this is what one of those
If
looks
I
like.
remember correctly, specific dimensional listings state rough crew of around 60 to 500,000, a mass of 50 megatons, I believe, and from bow to stern, or bow to aft. Aft is the rear of the ship, yes?
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bow to aft is roughly 12.3 long and 1.3 kilometers astern. 12.3 kilometers from bow to aft, and 1.3 kilometers astern, or abeam, which is wide. So, 12 long, 1.3 wide. Very large, quite large, excessively large, one could say. Lord Captain,
Yes.
where did you acquire such a vessel?
Through many contacts, thanks to my past in the guard. As she gives a rather cocky smirk. You'd be surprised what rattlings can get you if you know the right ones.
With all due With all due respect, Lord Captain, I have seen quite a lot and done even more. There is no way in this universe, in this realm, in this galaxy, on this plane, or in any other, that a rattling got you control of a universal mass conveyor.
She just
Yes, the rumors are true. Never underestimate a rattling's ability to get anything.
You and I both know there is more to this story than you are telling. That is well and good,
She smiles. Indeed.
but do not lie to my face.
I am not lying about some contacts in the guard helping me get this.
Indeed.
But the exact methods and favors I had to use in order to secure such a thing, I will not disclose at this time.
Of course.
But what use do you have for this ship currently with the current status of everything?
She looks at you. Exodus.
Eh?
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 One moment. I let me go grab my book of words I don't know.
Exodus.
She
Please elaborate.
Stacey prepared a book for this for me.
An exodus is a mass transit of one group of peoples to another location in search of better conditions. One could, in your religious layman's terms, pilgrimage.
Effectively.
Pilgrimage. Crusade, even. To the Holy Land we go. In search of greener pastures and, I don't know, fatter cows.
Effectively. Adjuzel is
Negative.
correct.
All bovine species are extinct.
It is a wonder you even understood the reference I was making. Most humans do not. Most do not remember the name of the ungulate species.
What is a cow?
A large four-legged ungulate.
Cult
They were grown on
mechanical
Terra,
maintains
ranch
all
on Terra.
data. All records
Infinite.
are impervious to corruption. Praise be
Well.
the Omnisire.
Well, as I was calling his data crimes with detective difficulties. To answer your question, Cassia, a cow is a large quadrupedal ungulate of usually black and or white or brown coloration with others in the female sex. They were native to Terra before the desertification and the age of strife, and as such, they were largely farmed for food until humanity discovered the grox, which is not able to be milked, but is far more meat productive, if larger, scalier, and more dangerous on the whole.
Indeed.
I haven't had a
Think of a
grok
cow,
steak in
but-
forever.
Yes, think of a cow on four legs and not blue. Yes, that is roughly. It is built like a grox as well. That is roughly a cow.
Yeah, no, I can think of a cow on all fours.
You know, in most religious convents, that statement would be considered blasphemy. It
My
is
Stacey
strange.
taught
I
me
know your
well.
religion better than you do. Oh well.
We are getting far off topic.
Yes,
But-
indeed.
Adjuzel, you have more or
Yes.
less explained the whole idea of it.
Ah.
Because of the fact that I am unable to properly hold my holdings. I am being pushed back down every front. I am without any advantages of my own. Any ones that I have, my rivals can simply either buy out or find a way around. So, using what wealth my house still has, I have produced and have procured this fleet. The ships are currently moving throughout what space I still have, collecting everything I request.
Lord Captain,
Yes.
may I take it to surmise that this means the dynasty is uprooting its holds, liquidating its assets, and moving to a new frontier?
More or less, correct.
Might I then surmise that we are going more than likely to either the Corona's expanse or some other similar area, the Calexis sector perhaps?
We are going to another sector, of course. We are going to take up the Lord Regent's offer.
Oh, we will be aiding the Crusade Indominus directly.
In a sense. What the Lord Regent is offering is a boon and an option. You may make your worries and or opinions known about this, but I am planning on using this as an opportunity to, in one foul swoop, give my opponents a black eye, and make sure that they cannot take what I have left.
I see.
But how will we take back what you lost?
That will have to be done later, when we are not constantly on the back foot. What is lost can be reclaimed later, and I will reclaim it one day. If not me, then one of my descendants.
Uh-huh.
But for now, I must think of the dynasty's survival. We are in no situation to hold our ground until the bitter end.
So, in simplistic terms, what is our goal with this action? What do we hope to gain? How we aid the Grand Regent?
The Lord Regent is offering worlds, riches, and many other things. Any worlds that we may find during this expedition, that we settle, will be claimed under the Hellfast rule.
Mm.
We shall create a new path to Imperium Nihilus as a result.
I see.
That is what the Lord Regent is trying to do here.
Wait, Lord Captain,
Yes.
are you suggesting that the Hellfast Dynasty stakes its claim in the Nakmund Gauntlet?
In a way.
I do hope that is what you're suggesting, as any other attempt to cross the Cicatrix Maledictum would be ill-advised, as I'm sure you are aware.
I am very aware. I am looking at my options.
Of course.
I am simply making known my thoughts. If any of you wish to state an opinion or make your voice heard on your thoughts of this, please do not hold back. I am in no place to overrule any of my wise counselors without at least hearing them out.
Advice. Cautionary. Ship current condition unsuitable. Current supply stores insufficient. Current fuel reserves inadequate. Proposal. Intensive refurbishing before department embarkment.
Indeed, that is actually why one of our next stops is going to be the Forge World that is allied with me.
Edgerzel kind of glances around before giving Wilnoka a long, hard stare.
Yes,
I have no complaints that I feel comfortable airing in present company, Lord Captain. I am sure you understand.
Of course I do. I shall hear your complaints in private later.
Thank you.
Is there any others that have any other thoughts or complaints?
Inquiry. Ship policy regarding inevitable Xenos encounters on foreign worlds. Lord Captain, what will be our encounter?
In all honesty, I am still looking at the options before us all. We could be going into wholly unknown space, or we could be going into quite a dangerous area in its own right. It is unknown fully what we can be able to face in full, as well, because of the opening of the Cicatrice Maledictum. Much of Imperial space is a bit of a chaotic mess, to put it lightly.
Am I
That is certainly
correct
one description for it.
in assuming we will empty holds to stock up on arms?
Arms, supplies, fuel, effectively everything we can get our hands on before we leave. That's what a bulk of these
that's-
transports are for. Supplies, personnel, fuel.
Hey, Lord Captain,
Yes.
does this also include the dynasty's cold trade goods?
Cold trade. She thinks for a moment. Ah,
As you are aware, such goods are, while not directly sanctioned by the Imperium, the want of trade grants all traders such as yourself a great deal of leeway in dealing with the artifacts and items and trinkets and tools and weapons and armor and similar of the Xenos and similar. I am merely wondering if perhaps that may include certain stockpiles that the dynasty may possess in case of rainy days.
of course. That is one of the many things we're going to be picking up on the last few worlds I bet.
Wonderful. I will, as a biologist, I may not have the technological expertise of some of my kin, but I do have a great deal of experience with certain xenospecies in my long and storied career. If you would permit me a small recommendation, I would like to reconvene with you later when we do begin the recollection of these devices and stockpiles.
Of course. I will assist you with that. I will seek your assistance along with Tech Priest Ironheart for any other types of Archaea or Xenotech. I'm sure the both of you will be able to work together well.
I am most gracious for the assistance, Lord Captain, and your wise acceptance of my advice. Thank you.
Any other questions?
We submitting request to divert superfluous storage of crew effects to additional Prometheum stores.
Yeah,
Of course. That is in fact something we're going to have to do.
oh, the Lord Dex will not be happy about this.
Well,
Look,
something
Captain.
I will do is allow that one gang, I forget the title or name, the ones that grow food down there. I will be permitting them to expand their operation quite a bit.
Oh, that may.
Lord Captain,
Yes, Cassia.
if you wish to, this is just a suggestion, but if you wish to bolster your ground forces' strength, I would suggest visiting my homeworld if you wish to acquisition some Sisters of Battle of St. Trina.
That is. She thinks for a moment before activating the TAC map. More or less just like putting the all the big display of all the information about the fleet she's putting together to the side as she looks over a galactic map. Before before a route is more or less kind of mapped out.
It wouldn't be too hard, especially if you let me do the negotiations. Most of the sisters would listen to someone with the ranking of me as a paladin.
A contingent of sisters would not be a bad idea. I would confide them to the upper and mid deck, though. Much of
Not
lower
worry
deck
about that.
security is handled by Astriel, and I fear that they would butt heads a bit too much.
It is likely that your mm, sisters in the order may take certain issues with my experiments and those of the lower deck crews. They are not exactly standard human phenotype, you may say. I would not
Oh.
describe them as abhuman. They are stable enough, but there are some different. I'm rambling. You do not care about the specifics. Suffice to say, the lower decks are substandard. I would not want them to come into conflict with my loyal workforce or any of my creations.
Oh, you do not need to worry about that. They're not. They're the Order of Saint Trina is, let's say, not that. How to put it? They're not like the Order of the Martyred Lady about abhumans. They're more leeway when it comes to mutants and all of that stuff.
Regardless, I would suggest they.
Do not worry. They will not cross
Yes.
down there.
This is simply for their own safety and that of my experiments. I would prefer they stay above decks. Let us see. I think Iota to Zeta 100.
Reasonable.
Very reasonable
The
decision.
very lowest decks. Yes, that is where I tend to keep my experiments. And the gangers above still answer to me, but they are much more stable. Do not worry about them. They're harmless. They're good people.
And
But
Cassia would just approach Willanoka and just whisper into her ear. As Cassia would just whisper that into Willanoka's ear.
she would raise her eyebrow before saying, "We can discuss such an option in private."
Mm-hmm.
But to alleviate Miku's concerns, we shall ensure that we have a proper high stockpile of Promethium. Not like we ever run out of this stuff, surprisingly as much given how much you use, Miku.
Well, to be fair, you can make Promethium out of damn near anything.
That is very true.
I myself have been working on a genetic modification to make certain of the lower hive gangs in sweat Promethium by use of their bodily toxins and accumulated exposure.
Counter
It has not met with
low-grade
much success,
Promethium
but
insufficient.
it is going on.
How does Miku use up the
Required-
stockpile of Promethium
Required
that
quality
fast?
Promethium, high grade, specific
Well, that is.
compositions and ratios required for ensuring adequate performance and usage. Bulk sludge rejected.
How dare you? My products are medium slurry at best. Bulk sludge is a
Medium
dire
slurry
insult to my
is-
craft.
Is middling in quality. Inadequate.
Yes. Just because you are a perfectionist, do not hold the rest of us to your standards.
My standards keep
Bitch.
this vessel operating. Do not forget.
Your standards keep my eardrums ringing.
She
Let-
is
let
in
us
charge
keep-
of the Vox
let-
systems.
Allow
Let
me
us-
to properly augment audio frequencies.
No.
As you were saying, Cassia.
Nothing. The bickering's already over.
Very well. Very well. I will continue work out plans, but if anyone has an argument for a better place for us to set up shop, as it were, after we have finished uprooting the dynasty, please bring any and all options forward.
What is?
I do not know the 40K map enough to ask the question.
Oh, hold on. I have actively the perfect thing for this. Let me find it. For my own game, I have created a glorious work.
With the race,
And
we are
so
gonna come up with
I
something that
must-
is needed at the moment. It is.
Yes, where? Oh, good lord, where's the map? Where did I put it? Where's my map? Oh no. Ah, Obsidian, do not die on me now, you son of a bitch. Oh, god damn it. You motherfucker. Work for me. Work! Work, damn you! Where's my map?
Ola, does your character have any input during this scene, or are they just standing there silently?
Nope. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
I'm just amusing myself at the Magus' actions, dude.
You're using yourself with the Magos' action.
Yes. Good enough.
Abusing yourself as two Magoses, one in charge of the Voxes, the other in charge of Bilogus stuff, just arguing.
Lord Captain, I do have a question. Why
Yes.
do you have a, no offense, but just a tall, lowly pilgrim in your retinue?
There is. She thinks for a moment, thinking how to best explain him. There is an arrangement that I have made with him. And he.
An arrangement with a pilgrim?
Yes. It is a complicated affair, but effectively, I found him. And he has agreed to work with
No,
my
that's all
family
this touch.
in exchange for figuring some things with his past.
The cicatrix is that big red line going down the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, the cicatrice is the red line down the middle, and what path
Yes.
are we taking on this?
Okay, so
That depends entirely on where we are beginning.
we are actually in around. We are actually around.
Hmm.
God, hold on, let me double check my notes on which fucking segmentum we're in.
I have a more expansive map open for myself, so do not worry. I can get a specific image.
We are actually roughly around. We are in segmentum tempest.
Oh, Segmentum Tempestus. Where?
Hold on, I'm looking at the map, double checking.
Oh, wait, down here, Sanctum 10 passes the bottom one.
Yes. Galactic South.
Yeah.
Ignore the little yellow thing. That is mine. This is a map I'm using for my campaign. Don't worry.
No, no,
And
that's fine.
Oh god, I'm still doing the voice. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
it is a fun voice.
Cassie is still stunted by the whole thing of the Lord Captain helping a pilgrim. What? Ah,
Is it not the Emperor's will to help all pilgrims?
I know, but you're right.
Do you have suspicions about our tall, metallic friend? Do you have prejudices against him for his shiny skin and larger than average frame? Perhaps you have some grievances you would like to air against the mechanical members currently on board in this room.
No.
Miku
I don't mean any
Miku
insults.
dendrites and all 4 of her silver skulls all pivot to look at Cassia.
Eh? Do you?
No, I do not. I do not.
Mhm.
Oh,
Then
pilgrim
I do
friend.
hope that you will drop this line of this impetuous line of prejudiced questioning against our shiny comrade.
Has embraced the Omnissiah's ultimate will to
Okay, so
shed the weakness of flesh for the certainty of metallicism.
Steel.
No.
all right, we're
You
we're
know that,
along
and
the
I know
border
that, but the
of
sister does not know that. So for the time being, we will keep up the act. Understood?
Compliance assured.
Good.
Counter false metallurgy is heretic.
Yes, I know. We will deal with that when the bridge crosses.
all right, so we are around like the border. We're like in the Reducia sector of the
The reductor sector.
yes, Reductus sector.
I
Reductus
see.
sector?
Second map that
Yes.
he posted. It's on the border of the Ultimate Segmentum.
Down here.
Oh, Reductus sector, okay.
Yes, we're around.
We are actually quite close to the Rin's world. Home of the Crimson Feasts. My favorite.
Yes. We're along
You
that
look
border.
down at his feast. His Crimson Feast.
So basically, we would effectively be going along the Ward Ultima Sectum to get to the Red Line.
More or less. Unless the party
more
makes
than
any
like
good
this.
arguments to try and settle down in other areas.
Now, specifically, could you maybe make a highlight for the area where we will be doing our settling and exploring?
Yes. Hold on. Let me just open this up and save. Kind of make a save into Rogue Trader stuff. Save. Oh god, this is a web image. This is gonna be interesting.
And where
Oops.
are the known Tau and Eldar sections?
Well, the Eldar are whatever the fuck they please. Craftfolds move around, so I didn't
Yes,
really
I
have
know,
any
but
ability
I
to
wasn't sure
mark
if there was
them
an
down.
area they were known to.
No.
Eldar just
in.
kind of show up wherever the fuck
Tau-
they want.
How craft worlds largely remain heavily mobile. Eldari craft worlds remain heavily mobile, so I did not have any clear example of where they were. As much of my information, they had multiple different locations, so I just kind of let them freely wander, and I would place them down as my party ran into them. The Tau are, if you look to the general clusterfuck of the Galactic East, you
Yeah.
may see them being fucked by Necrons, Tyranids, and Orcs, all
Actually,
at the
I
same
can't-
goddamn time.
I can't get the legend to actually be a
Do
good
not-
resolution. I can't read it.
Do not worry, I have clarified. You may see the Tau Empire. They are not in a good state.
Yeah.
They are near the Ultima Segmentum.
Yeah, Ultima Sector. The Segmentum is the entire area. You are
I
thinking
just
of
meant
the
they were
500 worlds
nearest
of
the
Ultramar.
ward itself, Ultima Segmentum.
Yes.
Yes.
Relative on the galactic scale, technically, yes. But they are also being skull fucked by like 4 different Tyranid fleets. So,
If we ever meet or bump into the Tau Empire, I suggest just ignoring them unless they're Farsight Enclave.
well, Farsight is not exactly the most. His opinion on Gwila is not exactly very high either, but you know.
From my nope, nothing.
He is more honorable, yes, but he does not like the Imperials.
Lord
As for the Tau
Captain,
themselves, their deals rarely come in any form that would be beneficial to us. It would more be, yes, of course we will let you settle in our territory. If you join the greater good, abandon all Imperial ways and, or face death.
Lord Captain, a hypothetical proposition.
Yes.
We are entering unknown space, full of unknown dangers. A wide variety of armaments is advisable.
Of course. That is of course very necessary. Ensuring that no matter what we are
Records show the Tau have been rapidly developing a broad spectrum of counter-Tyranid offensive armaments.
Well, if we are talking about broad spectrum anti-Tyranid armament, there is what. I have heard rumors of a weapon
Oh.
specifically
Moment,
designed
my
to counteract.
esteemed colleague, Biologus.
Yes.
It could be an opportune maneuver to skirt past the Tau-occupied regions and obtain such armaments.
To be fair, the Tau's technology is, wow, impressive xenoheresy. It is not the most specialized for Tyranids. But I will give you this. It would be valuable. It would be quite valuable.
You'd be surprised how fast Tau upgrade their weaponry to suit the specific situation.
Well, not actually. I should shut up now.
Tau armaments wouldn't be a bad idea to add to our repertoire.
Hey. There is something I believe that may also be worth investigating, Lord Captain.
Oh?
I have heard rumors of a chapter of Space Marines with a very powerful anti-Tyranid bioweapon. If I remember correctly, they are the blood crows, blood corvids,
blood ravens.
Yes, them. They engaged a Tyranid hive splinter and quite handily defeated it with the use of an adaptive bioplague, specifically tailored to counteract the Tyranid's genetic adaptation.
Your information is outdated, Biologist. That weapon you speak of was rendered unusable after the initial deployment as the High Fleet counter-adapted to it.
But I believe that your information is outdated still, as they retain as the virus's main advantage was its own adaptivity and its speed, being able to counteract and keep pace with the Tyranid Hive Fleet's genetic modifications and adaptations. And if I got my hands on a sample, I could vastly improve such a beautiful creation.
And yet the High Fleet still stands, as this deployment only served to temporarily hinder it.
Well, no. The Hive Fleet was defeated on the world they engaged it upon. The only reason that the Imperium has not widely spread such a wondrous device is many people do not know of it, and, well,
Okay, a brief moment out of character.
Sparta.
I was looking into that last week, and from everything I saw, they defeated the specific bit of the fleet that went planet side, but otherwise the rest of the fleet was only briefly hindered as the fleet managed to eat out anything that was actually affected by it and then just evolved past it, and they had to start research on that weapon from scratch all over again.
If we want some more reliable weaponry that's still temporary, maybe we should ask the Death Watch if we ever bump into some instead.
I am hesitant to concur with
Xenos-
any ideas that involve the Death Watch.
The Ordo Xenos possibly knows way more to counteract the Tyranid eye fleets than the Blood Ravens.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yes, they also know what. Okay.
But let's not deal with the Inquisition right now.
Yeah, I concur. I must second this idea. We must not deal with the Inquisition.
I,
Favor.
too, support this motion.
Mm-hmm.
I already have too
Deal
much on my
with
plate when it comes to the Inquisition.
Although Xenos quite specifically.
Understood. The Inquisition is not a good, not in my good graces at the moment, especially after the, quite frankly, way too long look into the whole death of most of my family line.
Well, that is quite fair.
Let me guess. Was it the Ordo Hereticus?
Ordo Hereticus and Ordo Malleus, if I remember correctly.
Ordo Malleus?
They were looking into possible demon involvement.
That'll get you.
Because of the previous matriarch's interesting decision to make a blood sport of choosing the successor to the Writ of Trade.
Oh, that is. Well,
Yeah.
all that will
Yes,
do it.
Rogue Trader, if you wish to have more armaments or something, I could help you when it comes to the Farsight Enclave, mostly.
I will. You see, Will and Oka just kind of like think, ponder. Going through that region will be dangerous no matter what. Going through the ultimate segmentum right now is not the worst option, which is our plan, if I'm going to continue with my current plan. But making our journey a little bit longer, if you believe you can really get some assistance from the Enclave. I
could possibly
see if we can change course a little then.
I mean, if anything goes south, I could try and not convince. That's a entirely wrong word for what I was about to say. Trick a few freebooters? That's what they're
Pardon?
called?
See, just
Negative, denied, rejected.
Pardon, Cassia?
I must
What?
concur with my colleague. You wish to
I-
involve orcs in this business.
Yes, or
No.
okay.
I said trick. In the most dire
Counter
circumstances.
to deal with the Xenos is to allow Xenos corruption into one sanctity of mind.
Yes, well, I do believe that in those dire circumstances, we have far more resources at our disposal.
Yeah. Look, Captain, we can talk about this later.
I strictly counsel against any involvement of the vile orc. But very well, if you must
support
Speak of
this
it.
notion
Speak of
of
it.
denial.
I have okay. I have
Speak of it in
well
the same way a
in
madman would speak of flying if he jumps off of a roof. Fly.
my
The
mentor,
madman's
who is
chances
also
of flying by
a
spontaneous warp intervention are superior to the chances of successful outcome of any endeavor involving orcs.
wait
I
up, I'm trying to
concur.
argue with some I'm trying to argue with some tech piece. What am I doing?
Yes, what are you doing? Suggesting the use of freebooters as militia and reinforcements. Do you have teeth? Huh? Do you have sudden stores of dentum and enamel that we do not know of? Where will you pay for these freebooters? From the rogue traders on stockpiles? I will certainly not sanction such use.
Magus Biologus, there's much there's much you will learn
the Lord
about
Captain's
me.
sanctified vessel.
Is one of those things I will learn that alongside your fat ass, you also have fat stores of broken teeth laying around? Because that is the only currency a freebooter will accept, is teeth. Where are we going to get the teeth? Do you suggest we remove the teeth from all of the lower deck crews? I will certainly not allow
Negative.
such.
Crew employment contracts stipulate high quality dental care assurance.
Exactly. Are you suggesting we beat up a bunch of orcs and take their teeth? That would be a needless waste of resources and an expenditure of manpower that I cannot sanction either. And it would do no good. The second we invite an orc onto this ship is the second the ship is lost to an eternal conflict of vile.
I have never specified that we will be inviting any greenskin onto this ship. I have
The
strictly
level
said
of decontamination
trick.
protocols required to ensure any spore does not survive after initial contact exceeds our current resource expenditures and timeframe for deployment of this mission. I am not going to send servitors to construct multi-stage decontamination zones on all ship entrances.
It's fascinating how both of you went absolutely ballistic when I suggested we trick a bunch of freebooters to fight one of our fights instead. But when I suggested that I could help with the Farside Enclave bit, none of you said anything.
When a cow steps onto a ship, you do not have to worry about the cow breathing out spores that will turn into an endless supply of angry, hungry, child-sized snotlings with a vicious intellect and the ability to turn complex, sensitive, valuable, technological instruments into primitive gutting tools.
Huh. So that's why the sewer was
The
constantly
Vox
a
relay
problem.
of that world will never be recovered.
Oh, now I
Weekly
know where
heresy
your brain
galactic
has
transmission
gone.
station lost forever, reduced to scrap metal, irrecoverable.
I, Lord Captain, I must strictly counsel against any interaction with the freebooters. Any
as well.
form of contact with them at all, I must counsel against, in fact.
To deploy the sacred Vox would be a blasphemy of the Omnissiah's motum force. As ship Voxroid, I must refuse this notion.
The utterance of freebooters from Cassia's fucking lips just sent both of you into a rage.
I despise orcs.
Yes, who doesn't?
Clearly, I see where the mass from your brain has gone.
Know thine enemy. Better way to fight them. That's how I'm fluent in orc.
Yes,
know
of
the
course.
enemy
You're fluent in
is to
orc.
invite the
What?
enemy's lies into your plans.
I am fluent in orc too. It is punching, shouting, and calling the other person an idiot.
My ability to fluently speak all known orc dialect is not a concession to their continued existence.
One does not
No,
need
no,
to
because
know how
looking
to
at
speak
everyone
orc.
here. How do you all know the orcish tongue?
Well, Noka,
Oh,
how do you
fuck,
not? It is very simple. You speak like this and call someone geek and add Z to the end of every word.
Oh, no.
As, chupas, chopas, use a geek.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about that line. I'm
Mad
talking about the
boys.
communication they use.
Yeah,
Not the
that is the
crude,
language they use.
not the crude low gothic they use.
I was speaking low Gothic.
They basically speak some sort of low gothic. It's very butchered, but
That
I'm not talking
is
about that one.
deeply heretical statement, Cassia.
Oh,
I
For
buddy.
his sister
question
on.
your devotion to the Omnisire, to blasphemy the work of your fellow sisters in the communications field.
I believe it is. I believe the proper term is Adeptus Bio. No. No, I know the word. I know the word. Oh god damn
The
it!
biggest
I
branch of the
lost it.
Adeptus Sororita specifically just is to make sure language stays consistent across all planets.
I have lost it. I have lost the name. Oh no, I have lost the name. God damn it! Oh, Omniscience, curse me now. Oh, I have lost the name.
All of you
And
questioning
now I
Cassia, even though
will never
she
find it.
is wearing hot pink Sororitas armor.
You
Like-
think that's gonna stop the AdMech?
No.
Your
I'm
hot
just saying.
pink armor is an insult on its own, but we will not get into that.
The Ordos Dialogus.
That's
Spends
it.
their
Ordo
lives
Dialogus.
in
Thank
devotion of Order of Lexicon to ensure Imperial speech is consistent across Imperial worlds, stating Orcish tongue
I
as
could not
low
remember it for
Gothic
the life of me.
insults them all.
I
Oh,
confirm.
they could stick it up their Puritan ass.
Well, that is just outright heretical.
Lord Captain, I fear the Eldari attack has left damage on Cassia's cerebrum.
That would imply they had the
Honestly,
cerebrum full damage.
Lonoka is just sitting in like a chair, just like in a bit.
Yeah, same. No,
chair,
I just
like,
pulled a chair over here.
She just
He's
sitting-
just eating popcorn.
Just falling off my face.
Well, no,
One bucket lasts him a very long
sitting
time.
there, just with her hand over her face, and she's just like listening to this argument just continue. It just, she just sighs before looking at you all. There is.
Hello, Lord Captain.
I can explain Cassius' rather strange proclivities due to his time in service of Lord Inquisitor Stacy.
That name brings me deep fear, and I cannot understand why.
The actions of Inquisitor Stacy do not give merit to belittle the efforts of the single largest group of sororitas who do one of the most important jobs in the Imperium to ensure communication is viable amongst all Imperial worlds.
Maintaining linguistic standards is a very complex task, you know. You should not insult their work. It's very disrespectful.
I am sure Cassia is not. In fact, you are not trying to do that, Cassia. I hope not.
Trying to do what? Sorry.
Repeat, they can stick it
Aye.
up their Puritan ass. End quote.
That was quite disrespectful to the work of your sisters in the old dialogues. Quite disrespectful indeed.
Sorry, my mind drifted on to the whole other part of the ecclesiarchy and mostly the administratum and all that stuff.
Uh-huh. So you blaspheme against the ecclesiarchy as a whole now instead of just one order. I see, I see. Are you sure Klaus has not lent you a shovel? You seem to be digging quite a hole for yourself.
Negative. Klaus does not lend his shovels. These
Oh,
actions
you're so right.
derive from internal divergence from the Omnissiah's will.
There's
You know,
there's
I
there's
bet
constant
it-
bickering when it comes to the administrations and all of their groups.
Yes, I am sure there is, and I am quite certain that your words today would have you placed as a repentia, or at least undergo flogging for a significant amount of time. Why did you sigh dreamily at the mention of the repentials and flogging?
More suffice self-immolation, but
Lord Captain,
You stay away from me and my whips.
I would motion Cassia actions be reported for potential heresy were it not too strenuous on our time frame.
you think it's not already?
You are a very, very strange man. Regardless, back to the meeting at hand. We have got far, far off topic, and I am
All in favor
too
of
senile to be
banning all
distracted.
communications with Orc. Raise
Aye.
Mechadendrite.
Aye. Pilgrim, raise your hand.
Cassia's not raising his hand or her hand. I don't know anymore.
Okay, it's just sitting there, just sitting there sighing, just having her hand up. I'd rather not deal with the Orcoids if possible.
Wonderful, we are all in agreement.
The will of the Omnissiah is done.
Now, back to the topic at hand. I am far too senile and old to be getting distracted as we have done.
Indeed. Now, where were we? Ah, yes.
You agree that I am senile and old? Hurtful, Lord Captain. Deeply hurtful.
You're one to always admit such a thing. I am simply just confirming what you said.
Yes, yes. I suppose I must work on the human interaction skills. Fishing for compliments does not seem as effective as it was once. Curious.
Now then is our route. At the moment, for the moment, we are planning on moving through the Ultimum Segmentum to eventually make our way to the Cicatrice Maledictum. With this plan, and Lord Gilman's will, this is the current plan of action that I have devised, as she is, like, making out a line. One moment. Sorry, I have been heavily distracted by you guys just bickering. It's great, don't get me wrong.
With only a few words, I have started conflict.
With but a few words, Cassia has started a massive conflict.
Conflict.
He's more radical than you think.
But this is more or less kind of what the Lord Captain is thinking so far. This is the primary route. I am we are going to most likely take. We'll most likely make many stops, diversions, and such. But
I must implore reconsidering and taking a path along Tau Imperial space.
That is not a bad idea, perhaps.
Also, consider we are currently outnumbered with more hostile trader houses than allied ones. This path will reduce chance of encounters.
Hmm,
You do make a very good point,
that
Miku.
is fair. But such a path will also take us through the path of such high fleets as Kronos, Behemoth, Gorgon, and Kraken, as well as bringing us quite close to the Soutek and Secondar dynasties. And I am not
High
eager
fleets.
to tangle with the Necrons.
High fleets cannot enter warp
I'm just gonna
space
shoot a
while
glance
traveling.
at the
We would
Archregos.
not need to worry, and we can time exits and entrances to ensure we avoid significant risk of encountering the fleets in question.
That is fair. I suppose I would not be completely averse to a conflict or five with the high fleets. Oh, such specimens I could create from Tyranid genetic material.
I
Oh,
must advise caution
beauty.
against this plan. The
I-
velocity of Tyranid cells exceed even Orcspore.
Nonsense. Tyranids cannot spread by breathing. At least, not yet. Though the Octarius sector of conflict continues to rage and may prove me wrong eventually. Amen, Emperor forbid it.
Nonoka redraws the projected route.
Conclusion: this is the mathematically optimal route to ensure our goals and minimize potential annihilation at the hand of enemy houses.
I agree.
I have my reservations, but the potential benefits do outweigh the risks. I must confirm. As such, I concur.
Very
What
well.
about you, Pilgrim? The Pilgrim hasn't quiet for the entire time. Why hasn't he said anything?
He is quite elusive to talk, from my experience.
May.
So,
Well.
Anachronism, what say you to this route?
We specifically avoid Necron contact.
Unfortunately, such thing will be difficult. South-Tech activity in this sector has been on the rise with the arrival of certain invested parties.
Oh.
Is this up-to-date data? I have not been made aware of Necron activities in this region.
I have my own sources, yes, and I can assure you, while they may be out of date to the year or perhaps the month, the general gist is quite accurate. There
What
are
region?
there are certain areas where warp travel may be restricted. There are certain areas where you may feel a weight on your very soul. There are certain devices the Necrons possess that they have brought out of their armories, and there are certain tools that they bring to bear. Only now do they do so, however.
Yes, Miku.
When we dock at the next destination, the Forge World, I request permission to update our new spheric archives
Of course. That was going
and
to be one of the
to
many
acquire
things.
better communication systems. Ours is proving outdated again.
Well,
Just-
unfortunately, that would require improving the astropathic choir. There is not much improvement
Informed.
that can be done.
As Magos Biologus, have you no means of doing it with your unique insight into matters of psychic potentials?
I am. While I am flattered of your opinion of me being so high, I am not quite sure what you expect me to do. Throughout all the biology studies, no Magos has ever found a way to artificially induce the psyker gene in a way that does not result in catastrophic mutations, madness, or far, far worse. And
Have you
no
not?
biologist has ever been able to improve upon such an ability. As lucky as I would be if I had such a skill, the most I could do is, well, I suppose I could make their physical forms more resilient so they do not burn out as quickly, but even that is only a stopgap measure. It would not solve the main problem, which is that astropathic communication relies on the eddy and flow of the warp to be reliable, and then relies on proper interpretation from the choir and its devices, none
Not
of
to
which
mention
I
the-
have an adequate understanding of.
Not to mention that there is many things to do with the fact of relay stations needing to keep the message going correctly.
Indeed, it is a long game of hieroglyphic Chinese whispers, and I do not speak Chinese,
What is Chinese?
What is
an old
Chinese?
Terran language. It is an old Terran language from before the Dark Age of humanity, do not question.
Miku tilts her head, her green eye flashes. Concurrence. It was a form of communication utilized by food depository installments,
What?
primarily take-out egg rolls.
Gold?
Not necessarily, but I suppose that is one use for it, I suppose.
We are going off track again.
We are getting distracted again, and I am too senile to be getting distracted again.
And now I'm hungry.
Well, that is your own fault for having a weak flesh stomach.
Concurrence. Have you considered ascendance? We have a spare nuclear stomach in cold storage.
I will not be putting any augmentations into my perfectly crafted body. Thank you very much.
Your heresy is astounding.
Well, to be fair, perfectly crafted, while not accurate, is not inaccurate.
The
As you
excess
say
mass
that, you just
of
see
this individual
Zarya just like hold
almost
Cassie
caused-
closer.
What?
almost caused unshielded warp translation.
Yes. Cassia's fat ass is almost what threw us into the warp without our Geller shield on. However, as a biologist, I must admit, the flesh is beautiful. And that flesh, however bulbous and awkward and getting in the way it may
Can
be,
we not talk about my
It's
voluptuous
beautiful.
posterior, please?
no, because your voluptuous posterior is important to this discussion. It is gorgeous.
How?
Flesh is finely crafted artifice. If I were the one who created you, I would be ecstatic with my work. But I am not, and so I must compliment the artwork I see.
Concurrence. The state
No, of
of
course, if I
beauty
had my
of
way,
the
then-
subject matter is not in debate, only the efficiency of one who carries it.
Now, of course, if I had my way, the art could be pinned to a wall, but that is a different thing. Preferably screaming. I
The form is not
miss.
ridiculed,
Okay.
only the
Yes.
efficient function.
Yes, your body is fine. Your brain is what is lacking.
Magos. Biologus. Would you-
Yes.
Be willing to give me a moment of your time later for a discussion.
Perhaps of the topic of.
Xenos biology.
Very well.
Miku, if you do not mind your Lord Captain asking, why are you suddenly taking an interest in this? Are the Voxes starting to demand Xenos sacrifices again?
The what?
A log from one of my ancestors stating that the Vox system once demanded the sacrifice of various Xenos.
Negative. That
Alarming.
helmsman was a freak and falsified records. My rock system never made such debased demands. They only consume the blood of Puritans.
I see. Much like any piece of standard Imperial equipment, understood.
Fucking okay.
There's a very weird servo skull with a rat in its mouth that just flies by.
Ah.
Poor Willanoka just looks at
Hey.
Miku. Can you tell Candy to retrieve her warp detection skull again? It got out.
The what?
It's a weird servo skull that Candy brought with her. Apparently it can detect warp fluctuations and corruption and stuff in systems. For some reason it
Message
demands rats.
forwarded.
Ah.
For some reason it demands to eat rats. I do not understand it.
Can it
Born wild
can it
rats
even
only.
breathe? Can it even eat?
Do not question what you do not want to know.
As you
Oh
ask
my-
that, there's just suddenly
That
a
is
very
fair.
weird noise that comes from the servo skull before like basically a skin, the rat's skin just falls down and the servo skull floats away. There's your answer.
Oh, what glorious man-made horrors within my comprehension.
Honestly,
This would not be necessary if the third prior captain from our current Lord Captain's reign had not skimped on Gullerfield maintenance.
We're still dealing with the repercussions
Yes.
of that on Deck Zeta.
Do not remind me. I do not like going down there.
Has Deck Zulu been located?
Unfortunately, no, it keeps changing positions.
And it
That's where-
still has my fucking Ugh.
That's
I'm
where
just gonna
the
post
lower
this
deck
there.
relay was located. Vox transmissions are currently experiencing a 5.3 second delay until its proper reinstallment.
God damn it, Cardi. For those who are wondering what we're laughing at, Guardy just posted an image of a man ass naked in the shower, double cheeked up
Everyone
with
is
the
so
caption.
mean to me.
Why is
Dude,
everyone is
a
so
session.
mean to
I
you?
feel like a session will not pass without any of you talking about that.
Confirmed.
Not a single session will go by without Cassia's ass being mentioned.
Confirmed.
Very well, by the will of the captain, it shall be so.
What were we discussing? Sorry, my brain completely blanked on it.
Lord Captain, please
We
tell
were
me you have not
planning the
forgotten
route to
already.
take for this crusade.
Yes, right. So we got insanely off track for like the last hour and a half.
Oui.
Dear God. Hold on.
Didn't we already agree to this route?
Yes, we agreed.
Yes,
to go
I
through
do believe
California.
so. We have already agreed to it.
Yes. We have taken agreement onto this route, and okay, hold on, I need to move off that before I just get to giggle fits again. Very well. If we will be making a stop at the Forge World, which is actually where the universe class is actually located. I'll have to see how the progress is currently going regarding that.
Hey, Lord Captain, question.
Yes.
Is it, will we be transferring facilities to the universe class?
That is a plan. Yes.
Doesn't the
Captain.
universe class have less weaponry though?
Uh, Technically, it does have less weaponry, but as our role would become more of a mobile fleet and the universe class would be more of a command hub, it is not necessarily a bad thing. As well, we would still have sufficient warships to protect us and smaller vessels to take on away missions as required. If I am correct in assuming the Lord Captain's preparations.
Indeed. You
Lord
were
Captain,
wishing to ask a question,
I
Riku?
must counsel against relocation. My facilities are
We're not
irrevocably
relocating your
into-
facilities.
I must maintain presence at the sacred Vox altar.
Miku, we are not moving your facilities. I have, through some previous discussions with the Fabricator General of that Forge World, come to an agreement. And in essence, he has offered and agreed to support my plan of Exodus and offer a vanguard.
Oh,
Or a rearguard, I should more say. It is a very interesting affair.
I see.
But she claps her hands together. That is a whole discussion once we have reached the location. For now, This meeting shall be adjourned unless anyone else has any other points that need to be brought up.
I cannot think of anything necessarily, no.
Negative.
Alright, if that is everything, then when meeting is adjourned, please return to your proper stations, locations, or any other place you wish you need to be at this moment. I have a translation to we have a translation to undertake and schedule and fun and so and figuring out how exactly we're going to be doing an entire refit.
Yes. Of course, Lord Captain.
I
And
shall submit Vox Systems appraisals shortly.
thank you, Rice.
We.
And so you all head out throughout the ship.
Ooh, airlock time.
No,
What?
no, bonk. Do not do that.
Out the bridge.
None.
Yes, you head out of the bridge. So, what is everyone doing during this essentially downtime in relocation? Or translocation?
Well, Cassie's gonna be doing her normal sermons, mostly
Of course.
the daily ones, and probably just relaxing back at her room.
Of course. Miku, what are you doing?
Miku is, if possible, hoping to get a moment with the Biologus.
Yes. It is not too difficult to basically hound him on the on the train that he's or the train that he's taking to the lower decks.
I... Well, you wish to speak?
Miku's eye is swollen for a couple seconds. Ship. Auspex surveillance systems are no longer absorbing this location. Communication is off the record.
Indeed.
Cannot use your expertise as a biologist with your own genetic material to enhance psychic potential in the astropath for greater communications purposes.
And what, Raytal, might you mean by my genetic material, dear cousin?
Not Eldar, significantly superior at psychic potential.
I assure you, cousin, I have no idea of what you speak.
Do you think me fooled?
He pauses before slowly straightening up, and the spidery mechanical quote unquote legs fold up into a large laboratory waistcoat around his waist as he adjusts the sleeves and reaches up to unfasten the mask. Well, you cannot blame me for wanting to keep up the disguise. But if you know what I am, then you must know also that my kin have intentionally lessened our psychic capabilities, specifically to avoid the attention of warp creatures, such as what you are asking me to do.
Negative. My information of xenobiology does not extend to that extent.
Ah, well, allow me to inform you of something, little Monkai. Because I am feeling generous, I will tell you a secret. Komora, the great dark city, last vestige of the old Eldari Empire, is sat deep within the webway. As such, psychic potential within it is dangerous. One might even say that our great city lays right beneath the nose of she who thirsts. Intrusions and assaults are common as with every part of the webway. But for Komorak, it is far, far more dangerous. If a breach were to occur, not only would demons flood into the last great refuge of the old Eldari civilization, Slanesh herself would reach into Komarach and would, in an instant, devour the last vestiges of every soul within. To avoid being discovered, thus, me and my kinsmen have gone through extensive efforts to lessen, weaken, and in many cases outright nullify our own ability to use our psychic potential. This is not a choice we made lightly. As a result, it has removed our ability to use the ancient craft of bone singing. But we maintain much of our technological ability, and thus it was a worthy trade-off. Our continued survival for lowering ourselves to the state of the average blunt. I myself hold only mild psychic potential, as my considerable age gives me much advantage over my newborn kin. But this does not mean that my potential is in any way advanced over, say, the average human psyker. In fact, as much as it may shame me to admit it, psychically I am far weaker than a Monkai. And besides, if it were discovered that the Rogue Trader's astropathic choir has been en masse genetically modified to make use of Xenos genetics, thus becoming aberrant mutants in their own right, that would be a great heresy of the highest magnitude.
The short-sighted Imperium Dogmata once again hinders the advancement of the Omnissiah's will.
Indeed, it may. But as my goals extend far beyond this time and this place, I am not willing to risk my plans nor my efforts so far by drawing the ire of either group of the Ordo Inquisitorius. Thus, while I understand your suggestion, I must unfortunately apply a simple answer of no.
Hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Just Miku butting noises.
Data insufficient. Toms. She who thirsts Slanesh. No data found.
I forget. You, monk, I do not widely know of the ruinous powers. Your ignorance astounds even in comparison to your own backwards technologies. Very well. She who thirsts is a warp entity of immeasurable power. You know of warp entities, yes? Evangeists and gargoyles and the screamers and such. The creatures that crawl through the cracks when a Geller field fails. It flickers
Daemons.
for a moment. Yes, daemons, as your kind calls them. But she who thirsts, Slaanesh, is one of these such creatures of immeasurable power. At its creation, it rent, a tear in the fabric of reality. The heart of the old empire was split in twain, and the only reason it did not spread far and wide is the creations of the old enemy. They acted as barriers to this deluge, and thus slowed and staunched the tide. You know the remains, the afterbirth of this god, as the Eye of Terror. I know it as the dead, wasted ruins of the greatest civilization to ever exist. Were I to step into the warp unprotected, without a Geller field, I would be set upon by a great many number of demons of this Slaanesh, and thus, in so doing, it would more than likely take my life. You may perhaps now understand why I am so concerned with our approach to the cicatrix. A physical
Confirmed.
manifestation of the warp itself on the material plane poses quite the danger to me.
Additional risk factors now accounted for. Continued inquiry. Entity Slanesh. Entity She Who Thirsts. Are these the same?
Yes. Slaanesh is the name you humans give her, a crude and butchered translation of the Eldari tongue. She Who Thirsts is the name the Craftworlder kin give her, my Asuriani brothers and sisters. Many are afraid to say her true name. I myself am among them, as true names are power, and in so doing, could turn the eye of the great beast on ourselves and invite total damnation.
Information observed, documented. Cautionary advisory. This ship has below average ratings for Gola Field success during warp translations.
Actually,
I
it actually
am
has
deeply
a bit
aware.
better, primarily due to its ancient hull.
Oh, okay. I had been
It
under
actually
the
has a.
impression.
It actually has. This never really came up. It actually has a +20 bonus for warp navigation. Due to a upgrade it started with. Hold on.
Oh, okay. I did not realize that. Please strike the previous comment.
No, that is information that Miku would know, that the ship actually goes through warp translations a bit smoother than the average warp vessel.
Okay.
due
In that
to,
case,
a thing.
reassurance ship boasts above average Gullifield, Gullifield, mate.
Indeed, I am quite aware of this. However, this does not change the fact that, were I to speak of such a thing, were I to speak its true name, here in the Materium or in the Warp, even as far from the Eye of Terror and the Cicatrix as we are, there is no guarantee that she who thirsts would not turn its eye upon me, and in so doing strip what little soul I have left. It is also why you may notice, if you ever visit my laboratory, it is plated in Noctilith as it is. A protective ward of sorts, of my own devising. Crude, but efficient in driving away all but the most stubborn and persistent of war predations. Though that is not to say it has not failed before. Total Geller field collapse can result in unwanted intrusions, as has happened on numerous occasions. For that, I rely on my servitors. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Theta, Iota, and Zeta. They protect me while this ship works to fix its failing and crude devices. Were it up to me, the entire vessel would simply throw itself into the webway and hope for the best. A far more reliable and safer method of travel, but unfortunately the webway itself would take umbrage with me inviting so many monkai into its halls. Count yourself lucky, human. You are privy to knowledge that few outside of the very highest echelons of the Ordo Xenos are aware of. Now, if that is all, I believe I
One
have a laboratory.
further item of note, your ruse was primarily undone due to lack of proper Newspheric presence and identifications.
Yes,
To
I
claim
assume
Biologist without sufficient recording of accomplishments and digital ID will undo you on arriving at the destination. Proposal: allow me to fabricate your Biologous MySpace page for Newspheric identification.
And the fact I am largely unaugmented and thus do not have a Newspheric presence at all.
Sorry, that did not come through.
And what of the fact that I am largely unaugmented and thus cannot interact with the Noosphere at all? Would that
That
not also raise
is
suspicion?
a further cause of concern, but does not shield you from suspicion. Even if you cannot access the newsfields, others would. Your identity would be documented and known.
I had planned not to set foot on such a hellish construct as your Forge Worlds, but
Your ID will be found in the manifesto and checked against logs, as is all individuals upon arriving at any Mechanicus-held space.
I suppose that is fair. If there is one thing you humans are good at, it is dizzying levels of bureaucratic red tape. Very well, fabricate as you wish.
Compliance.
Now
What
then,
is your favorite color? What is your mother's maiden name? Miku goes on like this for the next 7 hours.
As this is happening, Alma,
Pain
what is your character doing during this time?
I'm sitting comfortably, very comfortably in my chair. The chair I claim now.
You've claimed that chair. Understood.
Yes.
You're not doing it.
It's now my new weapon.
Yeah. Note to self: add steel chair to weapon inventory.
Folding chair. Folding chair.
Folding chair. Yes.
Supreme artifact of the Sazarikan dynasty.
Trajan's personal folding chair entrusted to you.
I don't think you would ever give up such an artifact.
We're at Trajan's Forge World, and to you, my kin, I bestow upon you the Emperor's personal lawn chair.
It's literally
Shit.
just the fucking lawn chair from the Virgil meme. You sit in it and music just starts blaring.
Anytime it does that iconical plastic chair scrape on the ground, it dispels all warped beings.
Exactly.
Oh god.
Uh,
I feel like I share too much. I'm gonna have to answer for a few things.
Speaking of,
You're gonna what?
Answer for a few things.
Speaking of, you would actually be called up to Willanoka's office, Cassia.
Oh.
One moment while I change the scene. I know I made her office a thing, right?
If possible, I would like to keep this still a secret for everyone else.
Yes, of course. We shall go into a separate chat. Into
No worries.
the Dungeon Master's lair.
Just before that,
Yes.
I do not possess any of my scarabs, correct?
They are basically in a workshop in your assigned room.
Oh, perfect. I'll just be there then.
Yeah. Basically, they're in like a makeshift workstation that you've been able to cobble together, more or less.
Yeah.
Work
All right.
shit.
Cheers. Work shit.
Work shit. So is this end of session
you're
or
trying
what?
you're trying to work with Imperial technology to try and repair what is Necron perfection.
Pretty much, yeah.
But yes, Guardy, I will be taking you to DM layer.
Oh wait, is this session over or what?
No, we're still doing session.
Oh.
This is because
Oh,
you
okay.
want this stuff to be private.
True.
Yes. Now, let's go. You guys entertain each other. Oh no.
Yes.
Yes. Cassia,
Uh.
you are called up to Willanoka's office alone.
May I? Oh, alone. Cesar is not accompanying me.
No. You have been asked to arrive alone, as Willanoka simply wishes to hear from you and you alone.
Cassie would enter her. What's it called again?
Her office. Basically, imagine the office from the Rogue Trader game.
Okay.
Just more or less that, as she is in the middle of looking over some paperwork. I thought I had the map down. Apparently, I don't. That's gonna take me a while to go refine that one out, but we'll worry about that later. But you are brought into the office. The guards at the doors to the office, nod and let you in as you see Willanoka behind her desk, looking at some paperwork and looking at some logs before she looks up at you. Cassia?
You wish to speak with me, Lord Captain?
Yes. I wish to hear a few things. You have said many things that have beyond piqued my interest.
Mm-hmm.
This, I understood that due to your association with Stacy, Lord Inquisitor Stacy, that you would be a bit more of a radical sort. This is proven true.
It's that statement is mostly given by the Puritans, which they call themselves Puritans, but I have been taught by Lord Inquisitor Stacy to go through more of the imperial truth.
Of course.
You know what the imperial truth is, right?
Indeed. In fact, it is something I read as soon as I became a rogue trader. Much of it is quite different than how I was raised.
Yeah, I could say the same, especially because of my background as well.
Indeed. But
Well, I do still keep the I still do not shun the whole thing of the God Emperor. Of course, I do not forbade it. I still preach it. But I do follow the teachings of the imperial truth.
of course. Of course, of course. The main thing I am trying to best understand, I suppose, is the knowledge that you bear. I can understand one or two things. Working for a Lord Inquisitor, especially one of the Orders Malleus, that tends to lead to some knowledge most would not gain.
It is a very complicated situation because there are many things I wish to share, but there are many things I am not supposed to share due to, well, the orders given to me by my Lord Inquisitor.
Of course. But there are many questions that your answers, your skills, much more than just a simple priest.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord Inquisitor led me to believe that you were but a simple priest, one who is wishing to serve aboard one of my ilk, and to expand your skills and such. But the skills that you bear, quite proficient with swordsmanship, power armor training, and your own stated ability to speak multiple Xenos languages.
The first part is due to, well, being under the teachings of Lord Inquisitor Stacy herself. The second being, well, I am part of St. Trina's Ordo. It is
Yes,
a,
the Knights of St.
it
Trina.
is a, mm-hmm.
I am not too largely familiar with how they operate, but I understand that the Knights of St. Trina are a mixture of a Hospitaller group and a combat group.
Yes, it is the primary source where Lord Inquisitor Stacy gets her sororitas from.
Indeed. And, again, I am not questioning too much of your origin. What I am questioning more is how expansive your skills are, and, again, you mentioned in passing, that you could be able to assist in negotiations with the Farsight Enclave.
Mm-hmm. That is due to, well, my history mostly involving Stacy, involving me in her, let's say, negotiations.
Negotiations. What?
Mm-hmm.
She puts down her quill and kind of does the folded hand pose where she rests her chin on her fingers.
Mm.
Please elaborate. As I'll be completely honest. I can see the reason for having a priest of the having a priest of the ecclesiarchy along for such things will be useful. But when I imagine you say negotiations, I imagine this isn't just trying to get through the area or something like that. Correct?
No, 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 no. In fact, her retinue, or war fleet to be exact, since there's a massive difference between what you currently have and what she has.
I am
What's the
aware.
what?
I have seen the size of the war fleet.
We are in rather good relations with the Farsight Enclave, even though the rumors about them,
I am.
especially myself, I have been. Can stay is Cassia able to share the part of him being present in almost every negotiation?
I wanted to see where Stacy would have you not say that.
Mm-hmm.
But I see no
I
reason why
I
she wouldn't let you explain that.
I was I was present in almost every single negotiation Stacy has ever done with the Farsight Enclave until before I even no, not before, when I first joined her retinue as well. Ever since I joined, I've been in every negotiation. I have
You.
even I have even studied their language. Still learning it, but I know the basics.
I see. Again, I find it a little odd, but a momentary slip of the tongue I have noticed.
Oh,
Before what exactly?
well,
You
before I
corrected
was.
yourself over something, and I am quite curious about it.
Oh no, no, that was just a slip of the tongue. I honestly feel like Lord Inquisitor Stacy has done negotiations with the Farsight Enclaves before I was even part of her retinue.
Ah, okay, I
But
see.
ever since I joined, I've been part of every negotiation as then.
I do find it a little odd that you have been there at every negotiation. Surely someone else who would be accompanying her in terms of protection or perhaps any number of other roles would be more likely.
Well,
I am not doubting your
well,
own negotiation skills, Cassia. In fact, that's one of the many merits that Lord Inquisitor Stacy gave you when she seconded you into my service.
oh, what did the Willanoka ask? What was the question again? Can you simplify it a bit?
More or less, she is requesting why exactly you were at every negotiations when other people such as those who were there to who protect her, other parts of the negotiation team, things like that.
To be fair, when with the first day she visited our home world to, let's say, collect a tithe. I'm not sure the wording on it. She took a particular interest in me. That's why I'm saying I've been in the teachings of Lord Inquisitor Stacy herself.
That
It is rare to even get teachings from an Inquisitor, let alone an interrogator. But for my Lord Inquisitor is, well, from what I see, almost non-existent.
such a case is nearly non-existent. Only times that a Lord Inquisitor would ever share their secrets or abilities is when grooming a protege to take their place.
Mayhaps.
And again, usually they would be of a higher rank within such cases.
Lord Inquisitor Stacy's way of seeing whose fit is rather unorthodox, by all means.
I'm aware. I'm very much aware, especially given the many strange companies she holds.
Ooh, the companies. I am still wondering how she was able to amass such force.
Even among the Lord Inquisitor, I am aware that her forces are extraordinary.
Mm-hmm. But let's not go about the strength of Lord Inquisitor Stacy. That's child's play.
Yes, and I would never think about I would never think about trying to cross someone like that.
You are very smart. I do have to say, you're a very smart and intelligent rogue trader for not crossing Lord Stacy. Unlike the other Inquisitors.
I am aware that many other Inquisitors are not fond of her. Not even many rogue traders, apparently.
But, just to add, pardon my bluntness, but do you just wish to know about my use you can get out of me?
Not like, yes and no. I'm more trying to figure out your background, more figuring out your myriad of skills that you apparently have that Lord Inquisitor Stacy has not informed me about, and the fact of the new psyker aboard my ship.
Ah, Zarya,
Yes,
we do have
I
a.
have been able to pull some record about her.
If you
Mostly
wish,
from the
I
Astropath
can.
archives.
If you wish, I could ask, or you can request from Stacy herself about Zarya's records.
Yes, what I have mostly is from her guard years, being a liaison for fleet communications with the ground forces and a complementary combat psyker. Such a skill that I have been informed through your report that she very much does have. I have one question about her.
Mm-hmm.
How stable is she?
You would be surprised. For someone that uses her powers that often, I have never seen her go into any sorts of perils.
Truly,
Or rarely.
quite a stable thing is rare. Beyond so.
Lord Inquisitor Stacy does have a keen eye in acquisitioning rather stable yet powerful psychers.
I see. I see. If you vouch for her, and I will see about pulling her record from Stacy. If you continue to vouch for her stability and her effectiveness, I will allow her to stay. She must be under your direct supervision, though. I am wary of psychers to begin with regardless of their position, their status, or whatever. I have seen many things in my time in the Guard. Seeing a psyker become something else is terrifying.
That point stands, but I do vouch for her and I will keep a close eye on her.
Of course. So long as you do that, I do not see any reason that she could not continue to serve.
But is there anything else you wish for me to share? I am also,
Yes.
as I've stated, I am also fluent in Orc, and I am known in Tau.
I am continuously questioning why a priest working for a Lord Inquisitor of the Ordos Malleus, the Demon Hunters, would be fluent in Orcish. Not the bastardization of the Imperial tongue that they speak, but actual Orcish.
The may I just put it in simple terms?
Please put it as what terms you feel are necessary, but I would request that you be completely and utterly honest.
There is a constant wah, as the orcs would put it, tailing Lord Inquisitor Stacy's war group. Well, minuscule towards her, and she could wipe them out in an instant. She has found more use in them staying alive than them being dead. And that has breached so many known laws. Just everything about that screams heresy, and I know the panic that has came from the entire retinue about it. But throughout her teachings, she has told me to utilize everything possible in the betterment of the Imperium.
I see. Well, no matter,
While
I am. Before you
it
continue,
is,
I will say
Mhm.
this: I will not be seeking the help of the Orcoids.
that is fine.
If it is at all possible, I will be avoiding them as much as possible.
But do not think of this as me also suggested. Yes, of course, we won't be requesting help, but do keep in mind the orcs are very simple-minded. If you wish to distract them or point them to a different direction, you can always count on me. I know how to reason with them and how to evade what could be a brutal fight if we ever come up against some orcs.
I see. No matter, we will not be entertaining the idea of it at all, if at all possible.
Okay.
That is all I wish
I'll
to
just-
ask you.
Oh, that is
Unless
all.
you have
If
anything else you wish to say.
if it may be expunged from the records of their ship, I do know some forbidden lore when it comes to various Xenos, but most of my knowledge is about demonology.
As should be expected of someone who works for her.
And I am not talking about the common, well, it's very rare, but to those that have access in the Ordo Malleus about demonology, Stacy has various, let's say, unique things that most of the Ordo don't. That gives her more knowledge on how to fight them.
I see.
And Emperor forbid we ever have to face any demons, but if the time comes, I am always there to help.
Of course, and I will accept said help readily, as your experience more than likely outweighs any member of my crew.
And also, if I can put a small request, if we ever reach the Farsight Enclave, but I feel like we will, due to the course we're taking, please let me assist you when it comes to negotiating with.
Of course.
They are unlike the actual Tau Empire.
I will keep that in mind. You may go now.
As Cassia turns around, he stops and just looks back for one moment. Look, Captain, I do wish to ask you one more thing.
Yes.
Do you think of me as a heretic?
No. In my eyes, you are the farthest thing from a heretic.
Oh, why is that? If I may indulge a bit. As
Me-
many, or the majority of the Imperium would classify a servant of the God Emperor as a heretic. Like myself?
I would not classify you as a heretic. You're someone who has access to unique knowledge due to many factors. In my opinion, mainly due to my more learnings of the Imperial truth, such individuals are necessary and should never truly be looked down upon. Without
Thank you,
individuals like
Lucas.
you or me, our Imperium would have stagnated long before its current state.
I am pleased that we have similar views. But
Yes.
also, before I go, I wish to apologize in advance if there will ever be any inquisitorial, let's say, scuffles.
Of course.
And do not be shy in asking Lord Inquisitor for any reinforcements.
I will keep that in mind.
If that is all, may I take my leave?
You may take your leave.
Thank you, Lord Inquisitor. As Cassie just walks away.
Yes. Now we return back to the main group. Hello.
Hello.
Apologies, that took a bit longer than expected.
Opa. Welcome back.
I had too much to explain.
Louis.
Alrighty. Blah blah. With all of that, let's just see where we are. Blah, blah. Ah, yes. The warp translation time. Yes. Is everyone here? Or no, Alma is muted and deafened, so we're gonna wait on him.
He'll be back in 2.
Ah, okay. Slaya, are you here?
Yep.
Alright. We're gonna wait on Alma for a moment. Mainly because, next part, well, basically will be the party's first ever warp jump. With proper rules.
warp
and
jump.
such.
Oh no.
This is the
Oh.
first non-scripted warp jump of the campaign, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. Since this is the first non-scripted, I do have. Can the warp travel prayer help?
Yes, it will give a +5 bonus.
1 moment. Let me go find it. No, that's a prayer before battle. Those are the last rites. Oath of Vengeance, Litany of Wars, Litany of Penetration, Litany of Loading and Accuracy, Litany of Cleanliness, Litany of Unloading, Litany of Durability, Litany of Protection, Litany of Forgiveness. Ah, yes, Litany of Warp Travel.
Let's just imagine Cassia looking through this big ass prayer book that's taller than him.
Ah, yes. Also, if any of you wish to travel through travel into the vacuum of space, I do have a litany of vacuum.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
To be recited when in open space travel.
well, luckily, from my readings of the rules, there actually isn't a test for vacuum travel. Surprisingly.
I know. I'm just saying. Like, I have a litany for everything.
No,
Literally,
fair.
it goes almost high and holy Emperor. I see your light and feel your presence. Keep me safe from the void and vacuum, and see me home to the glory fields of war.
Ah, I see.
But yes, Cassia would recite the litany of warp travel.
All right. What would the rest of you be doing in preparation for warp transit?
Miku's just at her station at the Vox console.
All right. Are you doing anything special with that, or just normal procedures?
Normal procedures.
Of course.
Do you want me to recite the warp travel?
Sure.
Cassia would probably be at the chapel.
Yeah, I'm like,
With hopefully a few with hopefully whoever wishes to attend
sorry, what was the topic?
to hear.
The
Cassia's
party's-
doing.
sorry. The party's first ever non-scripted warp travel. From here on,
Oh.
unless specific story beats require it, every warp travel will be rolled by the navigator.
Am I given Miku, question.
Hmm?
Can Cassie have access to a Vox temporarily so everybody gets this bonus?
Yes, Miku can patch you through.
As everyone on the ship would hear the holy hymns, as Cassia would start a litany of warp travel.
Of course.
Shield us from the maelstrom. Prove this ship worthy of protecting your legions who bring your light wherever they travel. I know, very short litanies. Not like sermons where they take several minutes.
No, that is fair.
Yes, everyone gets a +5.
Yes. What will Rice and Alma? What are your characters doing? As the
I'm
ship
going
is
to my
preparing for
fucking lab.
completion? You're gonna be down in your laboratory.
Yeah.
Alma.
I mean, it's not really a good idea for me to be anywhere
Hello,
else.
Yeah, I'll just be in my room. Warp doesn't affect me anyway, so
Fuck you.
couldn't care fucking less.
Couldn't care less
Elbozo's
about warp
being
travel.
affected by the warp.
Elbozo, imagine being human.
El Bozo, imagine having a soul.
Damn, all I'm hearing is jealousy.
I will turn your ass, voluptuous ass, into a pariah.
Hell yeah.
Oh no, that's an even worse fate because of what I've cooked up for pariahs because they've been fucking retconned into oblivion.
Hell no.
I've read a whole
Alright.
thing. They're a whole new form of something similar to the flare virus.
Okay, where do we roll the warp travel?
That is actually held normally if somebody played a navigator psyker, they would be handling this. But since the original person who was going to do that bailed out quite a bit before the campaign started, I have created the Navigator NPC. Navigator Gaia. As she will, with the various bonuses. One moment.
Navigator Geyer.
And she will make a warp navigation test with a modifier of 15 thanks to this. Oh god!
Fate
Nope, it was
points?
a good campaign. I had a lot of fun, everyone.
Well, luckily, thanks to the Warpsbane hole, she can re-roll this.
Fate points?
Okay. Dude, the duality of man. as the beginning of the warp transit is a little rough as the ship begins its journey through the warp.
the ship.
It's a bit of a rough start to the journey, but smooths up very easily as the navigator has found her rhythm, as it were, in the flow of the warp. As this is happening, Everyone, please roll me a D100 for a random event to happen.
1d100?
Yes.
19.
32.
Wait, this
What was that?
Alma?
Yes, all of you get to roll.
Huh? Who said what was that?
I heard a very loud spank.
I think
Oh, that was just Cassia.
Yeah.
Huh.
For reference, this is the reference image for the navigator for now.
Literally the Warframe Geyer.
Yes. In all honesty,
Lord.
she has heavily inspired the Lady Navigator.
You said everybody rolls.
Orda.
Yes, everyone rolls.
Okay.
Yes, even you, Alma, you.
Right, what have you
Uh-oh.
rolled?
49.
49.
Alma, 6-7.
Oh my fucking.
You are all brain rotted.
I have a clay butt plug in right next to me. I'm gonna stick it up your ass.
I'm gonna stick it.
Can we just accept Turkish as the old Necron tier language?
No, that's the highest Gothic. It's Turkish.
It was Turkish.
Dear God. And so I'm just writing down which order I'm going to be doing these. Starting with Cassia. Cassia, during the warp transit, there is actually a influx of pilgrims to the church. Not pilgrims, but crew members to the temples.
Oh.
Across this ship. So much, in fact, primarily due to the rough beginning of the warp transit, many are immensely worried about the safety of the ship in its current form. Seeking reassurance from the God Emperor's own priests.
Huh. Of course, Cassia would do that.
The people are immensely worried and are requesting and many are requesting either sermons or not convocations, but essentially like reassurances.
Mm-hmm. Cassia
How
would
are you going to handle this?
Well, as Cassia's always handled when it came to panic crew members and people, with sweet, soothing sermons and prayers.
I will be back in a minute. I have to take the dog out, get through everyone else before I get back. Yes.
Yes, you are the last one anyway, so yeah. All right. For that,
Do you want me to say a prayer to get a better bonus?
Yes, if you wish. Go ahead.
I can say a prayer to honor the God Emperor, one of the basic ones. Literally called the Emperor's Prayer.
Of course. If you would please roll for me a chart test with that. The
Do you
prayer
want me
would
to say it
grant
out?
you a +5 bonus if you say it aloud.
There's quite a lot. This is more of a prayer than a litany. So it's gonna take a few seconds.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Adore the immortal emperor, praise the immortal emperor, for he's our protector, for his undying rule. Admire the immortal emperor, hail the immortal emperor for his sacrifice to mankind, for he is the lord and master. Exalt the immortal emperor, worship the immortal emperor for his strict guidance. For without him we are nothing. Revere the immortal emperor, for his undying guard. Venerate the mortal emperor for his holy wisdom. Honor the mortal emperor for his eternal strength. Glorify the mortal emperor for his all-seeing vision. Praise the mortal emperor for his unending rule. Hail the immortal emperor, for he is the lord and master. Worship the mortal emperor, for without we are nothing.
Nice.
What's my modifier? Is it still +5?
Yes, +5.
Okay. Charm test. Come on. Ooh,
All right.
6 degrees of success.
All right, 6 degrees of success. With that, Cassia, you are able to say the prayer as the days go by during the warp transit, keeping the people happy and making sure that they feel safe in all honesty, very dangerous time, and the dangerous act that is translocation through the warp.
If it is possible, if there are any that have been afflicted by the warp travel, I wish for Cassia to personally go to the Medicae. Are they called Medicaes?
Yes.
Or like whatever they're called. To personally give each and every one that has been afflicted with the warp travel a prayer to soothe their mind.
Of course.
Almost like a lullaby.
Of course, yes, you may do that. As to
Can
help
I?
reinsure and ensure that they feel safe.
Are there any? Is there any that have been afflicted severely?
Let me check my roll. No. Most of the injuries are such that have been caused by events related to warp travel are luckily fairly minor, if not a little dangerous, but nothing too devastating.
Hopefully, the show of care and humanity, right,
Humanity.
towards every single one of the crew member, no matter the ranking, would ease the mind of everyone.
Of course.
Is there anything I need to roll, or is that
No,
part of the success?
That is part of the success, I will say.
Okay.
Now on to Miku. Miku, as you are maintaining the Vox link throughout the ship and ensuring proper flows of communications, there is actually an incident that pops up with your
My dogs are barking. I cannot hear you.
Apologies. As the travel through the warp is continuing and you are maintaining the equipment and it's making sure that there is secure Vox communication throughout the ship, there is a incident that pops up with your equipment.
Entity?
There is a incident. Sorry. There is an incident that pops up with your equipment. As sudden as during one day, there is suddenly a strangeness to the responses of the machine spirits. It is hard to identify, but if you wish, you may attempt to make some tech use tests and lore warp to try and identify what is wrong.
Okay.
Of course, if you do not have any lore warp,
and I get a bonus because this is with the Vox system, right?
Yes, you get a +10 bonus.
+10?
Yes. Alright, 2 degrees of success.
I don't have lore warp, it looks like.
Alright, so if you do not have a lore of any kind of the specific I am asking for, what you can do is just roll an intelligence test. Alright. Damn. So, Miku, as you are looking over the machine, looking over the equipment and the machine spirit, it is again strange, but you are able to figure out that there is some sort of not infection, but more error that is running through. Something that is rare during warp travel, but it happens from time to time.
Mhm.
It is strange, putting up strange error codes and sequences that you recognize but don't exactly but the meanings always escape you their exact meanings. You understand the general idea of what they're communicating, but the exact details always escaped you for some reason.
Miku would log this as another instance of this same happening.
Of course. But largely you're able to fix the issue via some sacred unguents usually, and a prayer to the Omnissiah, along with rarely, but luckily this time you did not have to do it. The right to percussion maintenance.
The most holy of maintenance.
Indeed. It is a holy and sacred tool that the children of the Omnissiah must use from time to time. Fucking beating a machine until it works.
Look what I posted.
I actually love how the right of percussive maintenance is actually a thing in 4K. What the fuck? Okay, I was not expecting that. As the travel, so you'll mark that as another instance of this strange happenstance and conduct the proper rituals. Would you like to try and investigate further, or do you feel that Miku would not
Of course,
have...
I would like to investigate further.
Of course. To investigate further, I would request that you make a tech use test at a challenging -20.
How do I do that?
So when you are making the tech use roll, you put in the modifier, you put -20.
Okay.
As Miku attempts to address the issue and try and do a deeper investigation to figure out more about this strange error code and its meaning, unfortunately it slips her grasp once again. As it feels almost as if this code just appears and then disappears at random. It is still logged as happening in your own personal logs, but other than that, it's as if this issue just doesn't
Well,
happen.
I would still have the pics of when it was on the screen.
Yes, but beyond like your own personal log, the official like internal log systems never seem to identify it. But other than that, let's see here. Blah 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 blah. Yes. With that, that will finish up Miku's own thing during this warp translation. Alma! It is your turn. During the warp translation, there is a interesting occurrence that happens with you. You are...
I just realized I'm muted.
No, you're fine. You are working on your project. What is
Okay.
exactly... Can you describe your project exactly for me so I can get a better idea of what happens?
I'm just trying to make a makeshift weapon for myself. That's all.
Alright. So you are working on your makeshift weapon. doing your best to work with the human materials and figure out how to try and, well, maybe not exactly recreate your own technology, but at least make a decent replacement until some proper equipment for one such as you can be procured. As you are working, there is a strangeness that fills you. You feel your body slacken for a moment as waves of something come over you for a moment. If you would
Oh.
please make me a willpower test at -10.
Oh. Oh God.
Okay. Damn. Very good. 2 degrees of success. Luckily, though normally such occurrences, you are not able to maintain your focus on yourself during these times of strange drift. This time, you are able to maintain focus. And as you do, you live out a memory. Something long forgotten for you, but still very strange. The faces do not make sense, though. The events are very blurry from your point of view, but you do find something. A code. As you're living out this strange vision, you find a code of some kind buried within it all. What that code could be, or what it can do, you are not sure. But it is there. What would you like to do with the information?
I would like to dig deeper if that's possible.
Of course. Can you please roll me a... roll me a scrutiny test.
A scrutiny.
It's in essence. It's right above security.
Oh, there we go. Any minuses, bonuses?
Just the normal +0.
Okay.
Damn!
Damn.
Damn, okay, dear God. That is rather impressive. As you are looking through the state and trying to understand what this code could be, there is a resonance that appears in your vision with one of your scarabs. When it comes to this code. That is what you're able to figure out.
Could you repeat that again?
There is a resonance with one of these scarabs with this code.
Oh.
That is largely what you're able to figure out.
Okay.
What do you do with this information is up to you. Yes.
I'll keep that in mind. Don't tell me it's the pink one.
You do not know. God. They're all like offline at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, mind you, you're doing the most impossible motherfucking rolls ever. What do you mean? Scrutiny 6! You rolled a 3 with no modifier. By Tracer! Go fuck.
Yeah, I would like to point that out because my model is covering this up unintentionally. Alma is getting consistently, like, surprisingly good rolls. Like, dear God, motherfucker made a 15 willpower test succeed and a 6 scrutiny.
Mind you, 50 willpower save with a fucking -10, dude. It's already 20, but it's already low as it is.
Yeah, well, his willpower is normally 25, but with the -10, it was a 15.
You said it basically resonates with one of the scarabs. Could I
Yes.
like
Due to your like
force the scarab open or-
strange way of looking at the world with your Necronness.
Okay. Could I somehow empower the resonance or just do something with it right now?
Yes, you may. Please roll
Oh.
me a tech use test.
That's good.
Very good.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Dear God. Oma, you are
Yes.
able to reach out through the Necron's strange interconnected way of the world. That
Mhm.
strange underlying part of reality as you see it.
Mhm.
You reach out. Your the muscle memory, as it were, as the organics would call it, kicking in. The exact memories of why you do these motions, how you do them, or why you do them, you're not sure, but how you do them flows like water. The water as you begin a strange incantation in your own tongue. These are memories. These aren't actual actions. These are just memories being used at the moment as you conduct the ritual of awakening on that scarab. After a few moments, after about an hour or two of the ritual being completed, or the ritual, because Necron rituals take fucking forever.
Yeah.
After about, we'll say about 3 hours,
Okay.
the scarab begins to stir. Its energy awakens as it looks up at you with a light pink glow. As you receive you've activation confirmed. Hello.
Oh, that's the pink one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does it give anything else besides the code and the memories?
No, that is all you're able to glean.
Okay, I would tell it to just return to its basic duties then.
The scarab will nod before kind of just scuttling around a moment before just kind of attaching itself to one of your shoulders.
Okay, I'll just fucking cover it with the cloak again.
It's basically like attached itself to one of your shoulder pads.
Okay, just gonna cover it with the cloak I was provided, and just keep it hidden for a while. But I'm not gonna like detach it.
Of
Just gonna leave it
course.
there.
It is now just sitting there, gooberly.
Yes. Oh, this is the one basically Cassia found and painted, right? Are we taking that as a lore?
Yes.
Are we?
Okay.
Like, oh my God, you're so pretty.
Cassia probably just found it in a room while he was walking around and was like, I kind of like totes. Make this like cuter.
Toads would be way cuter than any Tomb World.
Scarab walking around with nail polish.
Slaying.
Sorry, yes, slaying.
He notices the scarab. Okay, Necron. But everything else about it just goes over his fucking head. Like, wait, why is there a scarab here?
How the fuck is there a Necron scarab here?
Like, none of that goes on his mind. Nothing.
Must pinkify.
Must
pinkify.
make pretty.
Oh god, tell us what I am.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, I have noticed the time. We'll be finishing up in a mere moment. Right, sorry, have you returned?
He's still walking the dog.
Oui.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Yes. We shall finish up with with you, Rice. You are
Oui.
working in your lab. You are trying to repair and recover Alpha at the moment. after the disastrous fight with the transforming planetary governor,
Yeah.
Alpha is in a very rough state at the moment. How exactly are you going about healing / repairing Alpha?
This is very tedious work, but it is necessary. Apologies, repeat.
What are you doing to fix / repair Alpha?
Well, considering that the heart was ripped out, it's pretty simple. Just get a new heart, stick it in, stitch him back up, and, apply the necessary vital energies
Oh
God, dude.
generously donated from a few of the less desirable underhives gangers, or under-level
what?
gangers.
Do ribs grow back?
What? What, Cardi?
Is it Rice doing the whole replacing the heart just instantly flash the medic trailer?
Do
Kill
ribs
me.
grow back? Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Just
No, they
inside
don't.
of your fridge is just a still alive head of some armsmen who found out about you. Kill me.
They don't. They don't. Here we are. Random heart. Let's just put it in there and then hit. Nanosutras to stitch it back together. Reconnect the nervous tissue. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, magnificent work, Atrozel. You always outdo yourself. Yes, I know, Atrozel. I am quite a talented physician. Yes, I know you are, Atrozel. I am so proud of you. You do such fine work, doing this all by hand and with eye alone. Truly, the humans could never. No, Atrozel, I know they are a foolish and blind race. Their artistic merits are far below our own. Yes, I agree, Atrozel. Truly, we are leagues above them. Yes, I agree, Atrozel. Don't you agree, Alpha? Yes, of course you do, good lad.
Alpha, who is still on the operating table.
Alpha, who is dead.
Who's dead at the moment, yes. But this is where
Yes, very good lad.
this is where the role comes in. As you are working on Alpha, there is a well, as you're beginning to apply the proper energies to bring him back, there's a sudden glitch with the systems, as it were.
Right.
As
What was that?
as the power flickers slightly, there is, and on one of the monitors inside your laboratory is a image of some kind. If you would, please roll for me a let me double check their roll stuff. I always forget what you guys have, what the things are. Please roll for me a logic test.
Oh, logic.
Yes.
All right. 28, which is 4 or 5.
Alright, so we'll go with 4 degrees of success. As you are investigating this strange happening, as you're looking at this strange image, there is a moment of confusion before suddenly you read this.
Aw. Blink, blink.
And with the second blink, the image is gone. Return back to
What image?
No, literally, what image?
Oh,
I don't see anything.
Sorry, I actually sent that to the wrong fucking DMs.
Yeah.
My bad. That. There you go.
What? I am too old for this shit.
But you see that message for a moment, one blink, two, and then it is suddenly gone.
I am too old for this shit.
Will you continue with the revitalization procedure?
Well, yes, obviously.
Please roll me a Medicaid check.
Oh, oh, ho, oh, ho, 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 oh, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ho. Wonderful. Medicaid, the one thing I'm fucking built for. Oh, that's incredible. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, it's beautiful. 12, baby. And I think that's like 8 degrees of success or some shit.
Of course. As it is not too difficult to proceed with the revitalization procedure, giving him a new heart and beginning to fill him with the needed energies to revitalize him. In fact, it is so easy, it is effectively routine for you. Done so quickly, efficiently, and with nary a hiccup save for that strange moment. As before long, Alpha reawakens.
Yeah, welcome back, Alpha. How do you feel? Yes? The monk I are not around, so you do not have to put up the act, cousin.
What happened?
You got your heart ripped out, dear boy. Unfortunately for you. Not to worry. Your dear loving papa was here to put it back in, yes. Pat pat.
That was unpleasant.
Yes, I assume it would be indeed. Luckily for you, as with the 100 times before, your homunculi is here to stitch you back together and keep you alive until you have finished your contract.
Indeed.
Am I not such a generous and loving father?
Generous as always.
Yes, good. Now hold still. That recent skirmish has revealed to me that I was lackadaisical in my treatments, and you and your brother will require intense armoring. Luckily, we have the collected Kabalite suits from the idiot's last raid on the ship. And Technically, we do have a few incubi suits, I suppose. No, having to take the components apart would ruin the powered systems. I will save those for myself.
Of course.
Yes. Now, hold still. I must begin the application. There we are.
He will nod and so forth.
Good lad.
This contract has been interesting.
Yes, I'm sure it has.
Any idea
Not to
what
worry,
that
perhaps
Monkai had going on with him?
the Halo device, as I explained.
Apologies. My memory is...
Yes, I am sure. Death does that to all of you. Descendants, not to worry, I am here and my brain functions as effectively as it did back in the day. Bad memories. Regardless, the Halo device is in my possession, however damaged it may be, which is some small miracle. Lord knows what the Monkai would do with such a device if they had their grubby little bloody mitts on it. Luckily, they do not. Now, go and find the matching plates and get the beta and 2 sets, plates of Kabbalite armor. I will apply them to you in a moment. I am going to prepare my tools for the application.
Of course. And
Very good.
And with that, we will skip through the rest of the warp travel. It is roughly similar events as the week or so of travel through the warp goes. The ship, being what it is strangely, due to many factors, a relatively nice ship to travel on in the Imperium when going through the warp. As the party is as the party goes through their normal procedures and whatnot, they eventually come out the other side of the warp travel with over a forge world. The party as the party looks out as the blast shields are removed from various windows, they see a quite substantial fleet that has already beginning to gather up, with at its center the universal class transport. And with that, we shall end session for today. A little bit shorter than last time. I do apologize.
You're fine.
Mostly just because my brain is getting a little full. Dear God, you guys having very strong opinions about orcs.
Dude, I cannot express how fucking hard I laughed on the orc debate. That was the reason why I was muted.
I guess he thought this was gonna be a short session, but we kinda prolonged it.
Honestly, my original plan was to kind of have you guys head down to the Forge World first before anything, but that idea kind of went before the my original plan was to have you guys be down on the Forge World by the time session ended, but well, you guys are at least at the Forge World itself now, so we'll worry about that next week.
Mild advice from my end, PP.
Yes.
To avoid feeling like things are going too slow or too fast, don't do like time limits. Do milestones.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not like having like time limits or stuff on this. This is
what I mean is don't apply like a strict. I expect the players to reach this point by X session.
Oh yeah, no.
Because I assure you, with my own experience, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
As a player, it's never gonna happen.
It's either we somehow do 3 sessions worth in 1 session because he found out about that governor's secret, or we prolong it and it lasts another +1 or 2 more sessions somehow.
Yeah. Or, in my experience, you take what was supposed to be a 5-session prologue and turn it into a 10-session prologue, going through 24.
Dear God.
And
Hell
the
yeah,
DM
that's
has
more
a fucking
fun.
panic attack. Yeah, I agree, but when the DM is, for some reason, insistent on strict time schedules...
Yeah, no, this is
But
something I have fixed in the past regarding when I expect players to get to things and whatnot. I
Yeah,
honestly, I was not expecting
I have
these
some
several
feedback.
derailments. Yes.
Yeah.
Thoughts, opinions, critiques.
When you and Gordy went to discuss something for like a time,
Yes.
first I feel like long stretches of time like doing stuff like that isn't really the best for a group game like this. Secondly, Miku knows everything said anywhere on the ship except for maybe Rice's workshop if he went for the effort of disconnecting all the Vox systems in that area.
I mean, yeah. Adger's
So
basically
whatever
lab into it.
Cassia and the Lord Captain were discussing, Miku knows it.
No, that is fair. She
Yeah.
knows everything said on the ship.
Well, it's best you keep it to yourself.
The point Slaya is making is it feels a little
Okay.
unfair when
Ah.
me and Slaya did our private one-on-one conversation, trusting everyone to not metagame and use out-of-character knowledge, and then you guys go and move into a private VC and don't do the same for us.
Yeah.
No, that
It's
is
just a... Like, I do get it,
fair.
but it's just a little... It feels mildly unfair.
I am very sorry.
No,
And
that is
ju-
fair. That is beyond.
I'm not
just to
blaming
say
you,
so-
it's just... Yeah.
We will.
Just to give an example, when Rice turned off his fucking voice changer and then just started saying Monk, I instantly messaged Soviet saying, wait, Rice is a fucking Eldari?
I'm
I
playing...
actually did... I
Yes,
did not know
out
that.
of character, I am playing a Drukari Homunculi who's disguised as a Magos Biologus.
I did not
Now-
know that.
Miku, for full clarity, because I think I didn't actually get to mention this in session 0. Miku, like everyone knows you're a Necron, okay, Alma?
Yeah.
And Miku was able to very quickly figure out that Rice is an Eldar. She doesn't know exactly what type of Eldar he is, but Miku has enough surveillance going on, as well as just the lack of any records and the subtle actions that Miku was able to figure out this is an Eldar.
Sweet.
No, that
Miku also knows Klaus's secret. It's a very minor secret.
He has sex with shovels?
No.
Yeah.
I won't disclose it because Grave asked that I not disclose it, but yeah. Miku-
Realistically, Alma would also know Adrazel is a Drukari just because, Hi, congrats, old friend. I'm the Chinese soldier who shot your leg off.
No.
Okay, people, they can kind of just see what they're made up of, so it would look at a boss and be like, those aren't human organs.
Yeah, it's basically the... Like, not even with the advances that Necrons have and their advanced sensory organs and
Yeah.
systems and stuff, it's just, oh, that's an Eldar. I recognize that implicitly because I fought a 65 million year long war against them.
Yeah.
Fucking Viet Cong over
As I
here.
said, yeah, I'm the Vietnamese soldier who shot your leg off in the fucking jungle. You're obviously gonna recognize me.
Didn't you kill my whole battalion?
Yeah.
It's basically that. Like, obviously, you're going to recognize your
Now-
ancient and hated foe.
While we're having
It's just polite to not
Oh,
bring it up.
we have a
in,
debate to
the
settle. You
presence
owe
of
me like 16 million canoptics.
Listen,
It's kind okay.
that's
also,
not my
it's kinda-
department.
It's kind of obvious. It's kind of obvious that Cassia is not entirely a Sisters of Battle.
Yeah.
You don't say.
No shit.
The thing is,
You
the
don't
background,
say.
yes, the background, yes, he is or was a Sisters of Battle.
Look, honestly, nobody asked if I was a Necron. If somebody asked, I would have just told them, yeah.
Like, everyone knows it's an open secret. It's just being polite that we don't bring it up.
No. I am putting it that bluntly that Cassia is too stupid to know that that's a Necron.
Well, that's Cassia.
Wait, in that case, Cassia
Didn't
really
give
was
away.
just discriminating against his shiny metal externum.
Oh my god. Cassia's robot racist. I can't believe it.
But I will. But yes, in the future I will do that. I apologize. That was the last of my
Maybe if you
judgment.
want, you
I-
can give a quick rundown on what we talked about so they know.
More
I'm
or less,
mildly
it was a conversation of Willanoka trying to grill Cassia because of the fact that he clearly has more skills and knowledge than what a priest of the ecclesiarchy normally would have, even working for an inquisitor, let alone
Lord
an
Inquisitor.
inquisitor of the Ordos Malleus.
Yeah.
Him giving his reasons and convincing Willanoka of a few things, more or less.
Makes sense.
That is essentially the rundown of what happened. Again,
Could I get a bit of a
Basically,
summary simply as Miku would know it?
yes.
It was basically
I'll go
Cassia
broad.
telling his showing his knowledge and the fact that he is more of an ambassadorial. Is that the right word to say? Kind of role.
Yeah, he had a more ambassadorial role, specifically with the Tau.
Now, Miku has her own secret. It's just I'm trying to think if there's anything about it that anyone would know. So my question to the DM is, would Alma's character be able to glean what Miku's secret is?
I don't know what your secret is.
Honestly, I would like to know your secret whenever you feel like showing it.
That's a thing. Miku Slayer
Whenever-
wants to keep it secret.
Nah, would be better.
Until someone figures it out, if I remember correctly, right, Slayer?
I was thinking it would be an interesting reveal, like if out of character you want to know it. I guess I could share it since we're talking about all that now.
No, actually, I don't. I want to like learn it in character.
Yeah, honestly, your
'Cause, like-
character Miku very interesting. I want to know. I want to see the big reveal.
Because the thing is, I did not know you had a secret. Now I'm more invested.
Yes. No.
The other bit is Vice, specifically for you. I made sure that Miku is not a chaos gremlin like Lywell was.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
Chaos
With the
Gremlin.
Lancer campaign,
You're a
it
Chaos
was more
Worshipper?
just a combination of everything, and I was already in a decently stressed state.
Mhm.
I don't blame you for that. You're fine. Don't worry.
Wait,
I'm
Miku's dark mechanical?
enjoying this campaign enough that I'm not feeling stressed out about it yet. So don't
Mhm.
worry. If I do get to that point, I will let you guys know at which PB and
My-
I do have ways for me to step back from the campaign and potentially
Mhm.
come back at a later date. So don't worry about that.
I have a stack of backup characters.
No, you're good. You're fine. Miku's fine. I don't. Yeah.
What were you asking, Oma?
Miku's dark mechanical?
No.
What?
No.
What? No.
Oh,
Huh?
good.
No, she's loyalist to the core.
Good.
like
Miku, as I'm sure you realize, is what would be considered what's the term? She's in the Mechanicus camp of believing that all technology is part of the Omnissiah's vision, not just human technology.
Yeah.
Ah, Xenorite.
Thank
Fuck
you,
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Xenorites,
cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
she's
they'll
a
get
little
along very
radical,
well.
Like, it's not her belief. Like
Mhm.
from what I'm telling and everything, she's a little radical. Not majorly so, but like there's
Yeah.
a little radical influence.
She's I guess you could compare her to Belsarius Call level radical, but probably not that far.
Yeah.
And it's funny that I called Belsarius Call radical, because his radical view is, what if we just continue doing proper science?
What if we just
Yeah,
did what
which
we
for the
used
Mechanicum
to?
is radical, unfortunately.
Mhm.
It's just like, hey, just completely out there idea. What if we just did what our ancestors did forever ago?
Yeah, no, me
Heresy!
and Miko are gonna get very fucking well.
I also do have a bunch of other backup characters if I ever just start feeling off with Adrazel. So don't worry. If things ever come up, I can just like either slip out of the campaign, and me and PB have ways that I can do that without like ruining things or dying, and then I can just come back when I'm feeling up to it. Or I can swap characters if I'm not feeling it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the campaign is going good so far. I'm not stressed about this at all. I'm having fun. I like playing Adrazel.
Mhm.
The crazy fucking quote unquote Mechanicus biologist grandpa is very fun. I enjoy playing senile grandpa.
Miku
You're
and
playing a
Adrazel's
biologist well.
Mechanicus debates are my favorite thing.
Yeah,
they're great.
I'll be completely honest. Those debates are insanely entertaining.
I apologize that I cannot quite think of the right words at the time, so I'll stall mid-sentence.
No, you're fine. I do that too. It's,
I
yeah.
just imagine that's just like Miku buffering.
Miku buffering. No, exactly. Okay, we can make it canonical. Miku buffers.
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
Miku
That's
just
how a lot of Mechanicus do speak.
Also, the
Less
amount
because
of
they're. Oh, go ahead, Guardian.
no. You finish your thing.
It's less because the Mechanicus themselves are buffering, and more they have to find the right word to translate it from binaric to Gothic.
Yeah.
Most Mechanicus speech is just New Speak Sports, and they can have a whole extended debate in under a minute that way. But when they have to talk
Yeah.
to Neat Speak, it can take them time to just remember what function is this again.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's certain limitations that me and PB have put upon my character as well, because I do not want to be the douchebag. That's why I made my character more iconoclast and radical so I can fit in with everyone else. I don't want to be the dickhead breathing down everyone's neck.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
The only limitation PB gave me was on the initial, and it was just basically on the lines of "Stop taking more living armor."
Fuck your living armor.
Yeah.
Look, if
Actually,
I didn't
okay,
stop
Miku
you,
has
we're going to
two-
dump everything into living metal, and
I mean,
and
that
you're
is valid.
still wanting to do that.
Miku does have a goal that she's working towards, which is the reason why she was asking you about the improved communications array. And I think you could probably glean. It depends if you're spending time with the crew, but what Miku's goal is with that isn't exactly a super closed off secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Miku,
considering Adrazel's basically like a patron god to the lower gangs, yeah.
in that case, in that case, he would know Miku is trying to put together an idol group, and the astropath communication is not sufficient for broadcasting an actual concert.
Yeah.
Xenopop.
Xenopop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, I feel like this is a good place for everyone for us to stop and whatnot.